Hey, this is ASpengler, and this is episode 10 of building the Outskirts of Saint Lô in Lego. Last week, as you can kind of see right here, I started doing the details on the hedgerows, adding some trees and bushes, and I also went ahead and worked on the road detailing. That was probably the biggest thing I did last week. And so there you can see kind of the road detail that was added. I did that on half of the sections, so these three right here, this area, this half of the entire build breaks apart into three different sections. And so if you look closely, I did the road detailing going along there, this way here, and then wrapping around this area here. The only area that has the hedgerows is this area right in front of us. And so the plan for this week is to do a lot more of the hedgerow work on these three sections here. We'll start off by finishing up, or at least starting and finishing the hedgerows on this first section. So that means just basically this side and a little bit right here. And then this one section will be pretty much what it's going to look like for the final product. But we still need to put in the field right here, which is going to be just some little shoots of grain and stuff. So that shouldn't take too long. We'll probably do that as well, but I really want to get at least this section done for starters, with at least the hedgerow sense, just so I can see what it looks like to have the hedgerows with the bushes and trees on both sides, and it will give us a good idea what the rest of the areas are going to look like. So with that, I'll probably get some time lapses in as well. So I'll go ahead and stop talking and we'll get building. Okay, coming back after a pretty good amount of work. As you saw in the time lapses, there was work done on this side of the hedgerow, and that was completely finished up. So this section here has all the hedgerow work done. I also made some more trees, and if you look closely, I did change up some of the trees and added more of the dark green leaves on, just because I feel like it's a little bit more realistic when there's two different kinds of greens in the tree for the leaf color. And also I was using up my just regular green leaf pieces up a little bit too fast, so I'm trying to more incorporate the dark green ones. And since I do have quite a few of the dark green ones from the pine trees in Itter Castle, so I'm trying to more balance that out so I don't run out of the green normal green leaves too fast. Right now I do have one other large bag of leaves, so it should be okay at least for these three sections. And alongside with finishing up that hedgerow and building some more trees, I did go ahead and put in the grain field or whatever, at least in this small section. So it's not a ton, it's kind of just a cutoff of what the larger field over here would look like. But I'm thinking it kind of gives a really nice looking backdrop. Like, this part isn't super impressive as far as the field goes, since it's such a small amount of the grain, but it makes a pretty cool backdrop, I think. It's not as good looking, I'd say, from this side of it, but when you just go from this angle, you kind of just have this nice backdrop that you can look at it from this side. You see the grain there, and it's kind of just a cool looking thing on the side. I'm thinking it's gonna look the best in the center area, and yeah, so that's how it turned out. Just a little thin line of grain, and yeah, so what's gonna happen next is I'm thinking we go ahead and do the hedgerows in this center section, so that'll be right here, and then the opposite side right there. So not a ton, and so that shouldn't go by, or shouldn't take too long. And maybe make a few trees for that as well. Not sure. I'll probably save the field right there for last. And yeah, with that, let's go ahead and continue on with the hedgerow work. And I potentially will also do this side, but I just want to start here for now, and we'll see how much time we have left. So go ahead and keep working. Okay, come back for one last bit in this segment. As you guys saw in the last bit of time lapse, I did end up getting to the field area here. So what I first did was finish up the hedgerow in this middle section here. So all that hedgerow along both sides of the road are have the bush parts on with the grass. I made some more trees to cover up these top areas, and then as you saw in the time lapse, I put the grain field in for this small section. It's about the same size as the one that was back there, so not too much work, so I ended up putting it in. And I did get that time lapse in just to kind of show you how I do that. Not too hard, it's pretty basic technique just with these. I had 3 different styles of the grain piece: the short one, the one with the brown bottom, and then the one with the tan bottom as well. So that's what I did with this area, and I'm thinking that we'll probably end it out now, and next segment we'll try to finish up this area. I know I have enough pieces to get all the bushes on the surrounding hedgerow area. I'm starting to run out of the grain pieces. I will need to order some more components to make more of those, and I'm somewhat running low on tree pieces. I'm thinking I could definitely get here. I probably could get along that area. It's just maybe I won't be able to finish this whole area, but I guess we'll see. I've been introducing a few different styles of trees just to save myself on certain parts. So I should be able to figure out how to do that. I probably could get it so we have enough trees to finish this whole area. It's just they'll start looking more different than each other, but I guess that's more accurate to what nature actually does, because no one tree looks like the other one. So we'll get some different types of trees in there, and we should be good. And some other pieces I'm probably running low on. A lot of the tan studs, I'm running low on the tan pieces, so we'll probably have to wait a while to get to the center field, but that's gonna have a lot of more burnt grain in it, so that shouldn't take too much grain pieces, just because I was gonna use a different type, because that's where the artillery craters are, so there's probably going to be a lot of burnt up grain and more black pieces and stuff for the burnt field and dirt and stuff. So that won't be a very nice or perfect field like these more would be. So it won't take as many of the same parts, but yeah, here's how it's turned out so far. Just to give you a quick view before we end it out. Just looking at like here, you can see it's pretty much what it's gonna look like when it's finished. So I'm pretty satisfied with how it's looking. I like the road details, and I don't know, the hedgerow like this, it's really more catching on with me. I like it a lot more. Before I was somewhat unsure about it, but now I'm fully on board. It looks really good, and I'll continue with that. And so here it is so far, almost done with half the build. Again, this isn't completely finished, these areas. I still want to add a few different shades of green in there, maybe a few flowers and other little details. This is just the bulk of the work with the trees and the bushes and stuff. So I'll probably leave it like this for a while until we finish up this area and get a little bit farther on the city. As you know, the city isn't really started at all, so that needs quite a bit of work. And with that, we'll end off the segment. I hope you guys liked the video. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.